In the previous video, we learned about conditional formatting to highlight important information. In this video, we will learn how to make our data appear the way we like and even make it invisible. Here, we have the same table of medication orders with the customer's name, medication, quantity, order date, and delivery date. I want column D, that's quantity, to reflect the units beside the number. Because 30 here can mean 30 tablets, 30 boxes, 30 blisters of 10 tablets, who knows. So we want to make this clear by typing out the unit each time, but that would suck. So what I mean is if I want to put 30 tablets, I have to type it like for everything, which totally sucks. And if there's a unit in the cell, I can't use this number for further calculations. For example, if I want to calculate the total cost, I can't use this multiplied by this because this will give an error. I have to remove the units here. Then the error will go away. So a way to go around this problem is to use custom formatting. Custom formatting allows me to change how the value in the cell looks like without changing the actual value in the cell. Let me explain. If I use custom formatting, like so, then actually the value in the cell is still 30, but it appears as 30 tablets here. To get to the custom formatting tab, in case you missed it earlier, you can just click number format, or you can go to format, format cells over here, go to the custom tab over here. So this might seem very complicated with all these zeros and hashtags, but once you understand what they mean, it's actually quite simple. So we see that there are zeros and there are hash, and there are actually a lot of other symbols, but I'll just focus on those for now. What the zeros and hash represents is numbers, and the difference between the two and is how the number actually appears if there are insignificant zeros. So let me just show you a couple of examples. So for example, if the format is 0.00 and we put in 1.1 in the cell, like so, this is 1.1, it actually appears as 1.10. If you don't believe me, let's take a look at the format. See, it's 0.00 here. But if you put it as hashtag dot hashtag, then it looks like 1.1 when the value is 1.1. Okay. Anything that has more decimal places will be rounded though if you use either of these formats. So for example, if the value is actually 0.005, as you can see here, it will be displayed as 0.01 in either of the formats. The only difference is if it's a hashtag in front, then the 0 won't appear, it will just be a 0.01. Secondly, with custom formatting, we need to understand what the semicolons mean. So for example, if you look at over here, there's a semicolon in between this side and this side. So in Excel, the semicolons actually represent 4 things. So the first part would represent positive, second will be negative numbers, the third will be zeros, and the last will be text, free text. Okay. So for example, if my format is 0.00 semicolon negative 0.0, this means the format for positive numbers, and this means the format for negative numbers. So the value for 1 would come out as 1.00, but if the value is negative 1, it will come out as negative 1.0, as seen over here. So I can even specify conditions, like if the value is more than 10, I want it to be as an integer, versus if it's less than or equals to 10, I want it to be rounded to the nearest 0.1. So if the value in the cell is 11.6, as you can see here, I want it to show 12. If it's 9.6, I want it to show 9.6. So that can be done as well. And we can even change the color of how it appears. So for example, if for positive numbers I want it to appear as red, and for negative numbers I want it to appear as blue, then this would be the formula for what you put into the cell format. So to show that I'm not cheating you guys, see, this is exactly what you can see here. Okay, then we can even put in commas for thousands and millions as like so. For more information of the many other ways your data can appear, you can check out this excellent summary by ExcelJet, and I'll leave the link in the description below as well. So back to my problem. I want my cells to appear as integers with the word tablets behind them. So previously I gave, at the start of this video, I gave a snapshot of how we can do that. But there's actually another way. Just type 0, double apostrophe tablets, and they'll come out as integers with the tablets behind them. You can preview it from over here. Just click OK, and voila, this is what we want. In terms of dates, we can actually say I only want the delivery to be on weekdays. I can actually double check whether it's a weekday by changing the format as well. So just bear with me here. I know that 4Ds will give us the weekdays, so just include that in front of what's showing me right now. Just drag it out. So okay, I see that Fred wants the delivery on Saturday. That's a problem. I'll need to contact him, and Emery's as well. I need to contact her because I can't deliver on Sundays. Now lastly, how do I make values in the cell become invisible? So I don't know, maybe I can prank my colleague. So you can go to the custom format and put 3 semicolons, as we can see here. So if you put 3 semicolons, it means that you want nothing to appear in those in that particular cell, regardless of whether it's positive, negative, 0, or whether it's a free text. So I've made these values invisible, for example. So actually this cell contains the word text, but because of the custom format, it actually appears blank in these cells. So if you want to get them back, you can just change the custom format here. Just change it back to general, and yep, there you have it, everything's back. Problem with this is make sure you know what the format is before. Normally it should be general, but if you're not sure, make sure that you have a copy of the file before you prank a colleague there. So in this lesson, we learned about custom formatting to change the way our data appears. Thank you so much for watching all my videos. In the next series, I'll be attempting to go through a simple understanding of how Excel VBA can help automate your tasks by Googling what you need and adapting the coding accordingly. See you!